3, 2, 1.
Wow, that's how you blow your back out, if you guys are wondering. I just didn't want to smash up the pan getting it on there, but I thought it was easier moving the cherry picker around and doing all that. So, for our 4L60E of a 2003 Envoy XL. So, again, no expert. Watch the videos, see how it goes. Hopefully it goes way better in the engine, because the engine obviously didn't go well. I do need this one to work, and I do have a rebuild kit for it already. Hopefully none of the hard parts are bad. Let's explain how fun that was. So these are T50. I had one that was close, but was not a T50. It rounded this one out. Cool. Whatever, just one. There's 3 stuck. This one, I tried to weld like an idiot. I tried to weld the T50 in there because it was already rounded from the other ones. It like twisted all the splines. Obviously it's hardened, so it just snapped off, which is cool. Should have known better. Tried welding a bolt to this one, bolt broke off. 4th try, welded a bolt to this one, and it's off. The only one that I'm super sweating is this one. This one, if I really had to, I could get to the back side and drill it out. This one I cannot. So, and it's tucked in that little channel, which is my favorite. That means I won't be able to weld much on it, but this is what you get to deal with. Those were unreal tight. Like, even with the right tool, it destroyed the tool. So, yeah, that's how my day's going. Engine's not working, tranny's struggling. So, I hope it goes better from here, but not that optimistic at the moment. Finally, I don't remember the guy in the video having to weld all his bolts to break them loose and use a breaker bar. And, you know, multiple attempts. Those 2 weren't horrible, but this one in that back corner, man, you could not get in there, and then it broke one bolt off, welded a nut on, broke that off. Pretty much had to just melt that puddle all the way down, and then weld that bigger 3/4 head bolt in there, and then now she's free. So, get to continue. Glad this is only gonna take a month. wasn't easy like you made it look in the video. Camera died because it took so long for me to get the snap rings out, and it's just a skill you got to learn. Little yellow snap ring that was super hard to get, and then there's a big snap ring that was awesome to get. It's way back in the case, and you kind of just had to get behind it, which is a little hard. I haven't found anything that's like dramatically bad. This drum is worn, so I'm gonna find one of those, and then I don't know if you call it a sun shield, sun gear, I don't know what it is, but the other thing is worn too, so I'm gonna replace it. The next thing that I have to get to, way in the back there's like springs, so it's putting pressure on a snap ring, so I have to make a tool, and they make one, but I don't have it. Make a tool to compress that so that I can get that snap ring off and get that off. That should be the last parts, besides some of this linkage up here. I gotta figure out how that comes out. For all you guys that are scared of this process, trust me, I get it. But I read a cool quote that I thought was nice about these trainings is all the transmission masters had to build the first one. So, you know, you gotta try. YouTube's awesome. Obviously you can watch guys build these, and the one video I'm watching, he's really detailed, so his training is a touch different, I won't lie, because he did take a couple parts apart, and either he did something off camera or I don't know, but he didn't fight it like I did. And then there's little tips that you learn on the first one. The second and the next time I do this, I don't expect this to be that bad. You can't get this piston out without an air compressor. Happy I got to find out. I just don't have my compressor hooked up. But if you wiggle on it a little bit, it'll eventually slide down. But that piston slides all the way in the back. All taken apart. The only thing that I'm noticing that is bad is obviously my kit comes with all the friction disc and everything. I do have a kit for it, and the exciting part is you know, there's all your frictions and everything and a bunch of seals. Well, I also thought this has always been flipped over on its back, and everything's been stacked on it. And I actually thought this is a transmission rebuild kit, but this is actually the engine rebuild kit or gasket kit. So that's pretty cool because I needed some of these and I hadn't ordered them. Hopefully this has everything except for those 2 hard parts. I need to call a place and see. What I'm gonna do now is clean some of these cases, give them a call, see if I can get those, and then decide what sub-assemblies I can clean and rebuild now, and then I'll just wrap them up and make sure that they're clean and hopefully get this back together in the next couple of days. Well, I'm gonna wrap up this video. The teardown of the 4L60E, it's not horrible, but some good snap ring pliers or multiple snap ring pliers, especially some little thin tip ones would be nice, and some longer ones would be nice. Because getting snap rings out is probably the hardest part. Once you get into the bushings and stuff, you're definitely gonna want a good set of bushing drivers and be real careful with all that because it's pretty hard, and I'm sure there's some special tools, especially to get some of these out. Besides that, it's not crazy. I'll show you the next video. A bunch of bad stuff happens in the next video. So I know the garage is looking crazy. We got some new engine and tranny in, if that tells you anything. The teardown of this, not too bad. Next video, I'll be putting this back together, and let's see how that goes. I'm sure way longer. I take a long time because I'm trying to learn how to do this myself at home, and I'm pretty tedious about trying to learn how all the systems work. If you just jam through this real quick, I'm sure you can rebuild one of these a lot quicker. You just might not know where your parts go whenever you put it back together. So sorry that it kind of skips around. Because I'm so slow, my camera dies a bunch. So you kind of miss and skip around on some sections. But this is not a how-to video on how to rebuild your tranny. It's just maybe what kind of stress level you're gonna be in to rebuild it. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys watch the next one and enjoy the chaos. Later.